Okay, today is December 10th, 2017, and right now it's 6:15 p.m. We have a temperature of 68 degrees. The relative humidity is 13%, and that was much lower earlier today. It was around 10%, 9%. And the dew point is 15 degrees. We have a barometer reading of 30.13. And right here we have a mid and upper level low pressure system right here moving into the southwest. This should be bringing a lot of rain. See this now on the southwest water vapor map. This should be delivering a lot of rain to the southwest, but we see that there is no rain on the IntelliCast Doppler map. No rain in the entire western half of the country. So what does that mean? Let's take a look at the MODIS Today map. We can see the chemtrails spraying. The aerosols are sprayed all over today. We can see that they're just all over the place in Southern California. The lines, we can see the lines running all over the place. The gray haze is the chemical aerosol chemtrails. As we pan down into Mexico, we can see the bands, the natural moisture moving in. The brilliant white is the water vapor, the natural clouds. This has all been sprayed over with this gray chemical haze. You can see the streaks running all over the place here in this color satellite map. Okay, so the chemtrail haze is sprayed at a specific time. The key thing here is the timing of the aerosol spraying. So what's happening here is that the chemical aerosols are creating a capping inversion layer over the entire region that prevents the lift, and that stops the rain. And so the weather controllers have changed their game today. The blockade has changed somewhat. If we look at the big map, we can see that high pressure is still dominating. Right here we see that this high pressure is still dominating and blocking all this moisture right here. We've got two storms, one right here and one over here. Everything is bouncing off of this high pressure, as we can see, and forced to move north. But we have a low pressure system down here with a right angle on it, producing a lot of moisture. Look at this straight edge right here. This is about 1,000 miles long. Easily. This is longer than the Baja California peninsula, which is 1,000 miles from the tip of Cabo all the way up to the California border. That is a satellite-based transmitter generated high pressure right here, and that is preventing the moisture in this low pressure from wrapping back around and into that vortex. And that's why we have clockwise rotation right here. So this is peeling away a lot of that moisture that should be wrapping back around. And then, of course, the chemtrail spraying up here is preventing the lift in the atmosphere, which is stopping the rain. And that's why there is zero rain on the Doppler map. Now, the fake news media is not covering this. Also, we notice that we've got these three storms. We've got this system here, and then we have two storms. These are all separated. We've got a separation here and a high pressure installation right here, which is preventing this system from merging with this and so forth. These are all chopped up and separated. And the reason we're having winds, continued winds, is we've got low pressure right here, and we've got high pressure right here, and so that's going to generate the offshore flow. The problem is that these people controlling our weather should have allowed they should have allowed the rain to move in 5, 6, 7 days ago. We have no rain in the long-term forecast. There's zero rain in the forecast, and these people, these terrorists controlling our weather, are causing this. They are causing this problem. See here in the color infrared map, all this moisture moving in from that low pressure, and yet we have zero rain. Here's the Southwest IR map. LA's right here, San Diego down here, and no rain. Okay, here's the swell report, and we can see that the storm up here near the Canadian coast is generating 29-foot seas, between 27 and 29 foot. Down here we've got 18-foot seas all through this area, and 6-foot seas right here. There's plenty of weather offshore. Here we have the SSEC water vapor map, and we can really see that this is a 30-hour loop I have set up, and we can really see that right angle firm up. Some of these frames are blacked out. You can see how that transmitter reshapes this low pressure system. And we can see the manipulation and the disruption in the center, the vortex of this low pressure. There's actually clockwise rotation right in here. Look what's happening right here. All of the meteorologists out there should be looking at this. You guys, ladies and gentlemen that go to study meteorology and spend 4 or 6 years getting a master's or PhD or whatever degree you get, you're being ripped off. You're being told that you cannot report what you see. If you see this, if you see this manipulation, you can't report that. Your profession has been hijacked. And so all of you people should be standing up together and not put up with this any longer. This has gone way too far. The Enron scam, Jeff Skilling and Ken Lay, these guys were under the stewardship of the Bush family, and they decided that they were going to turn electricity into a commodity, or rather, and sell electricity as a commodity, and basically convert it from a utility to a commodity. Now here in California, we had blackouts back in, I think it was 2005 and 6, during the height of the Enron scam, and we had power plants that were shut down that were purchased by Enron. They bought up all the power plants around the state and also in a few other states, and they shut them down for, quote, maintenance reasons. And then they started auctioning off megawatts of power because there wasn't enough power to go around, and so we literally had traffic signals down in Santa Ana, for example, that were not working. The state of California under Governor Gray Davis, could not pay the ransom that was being commanded by the people at Enron, who were controlling the flow of electricity into California and other states. And so what we have going on here is a very similar situation, where we have a group of people that are working, the people in the Air Force and the Department of Defense, which are controlling these satellites, and they are controlling the weather. And we've been told a lie on mainstream media. They're running a cover story, which is totally false. Al Gore and the rest of those people, Jerry Brown, he's caught up in this. I don't think he fully understands what's going on. He says it's due to climate change. That doesn't mean anything. Climate change, what version of climate change is Jerry Brown talking about? He's a Democrat, so there's really only one version of climate change that he would subscribe to, and that would be the carbon dioxide version of climate change. So he's very much a part of the problem. He's blind, and the old saying, none are so blind as those that won't see. Well, he is at the top of that list. Take a look at this, Jerry Brown. This is not carbon dioxide right here. That right angle is not caused by carbon dioxide. right here. This is not generated by carbon dioxide. That is a satellite transmitter creating high pressure. We've got high pressure blockades right here and over here. We've seen these hurricanes superheated with microwave, pinpoint microwave, which causes those blast patterns, pressure waves. So this is the problem when we have the technology in our world is far exceeded the capabilities of our leaders to understand the technology. And then when you have a propaganda machine, our U.S. Media, which is just spreading propaganda, it's like the Joseph Goebbels media in Nazi Germany back in the 30s, spreading propaganda. That's what we have in this country. The evidence is right in front of everybody's faces, and people are not paying attention. Chemtrails are an integral part of this whole operation, along with the satellite transmitters and the ground NEXRAD transmitters. Okay, so that's what's going on. We have a lot of chemtrail spraying once again. That prevented the rain here in the entire Southwest. And we'll just go ahead and leave it right here and keep an eye on that right angle. And there's no rain in the forecast, amazingly. Okay, that's it.